So we have Doge, 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 headed up by Elon Musk, a man who is an billionaire, multi-billionaire, who was not elected to office, determining in our country, a country of which he is not a naturalized citizen, is assessing that which is considered fraudulent and or waste in our government. He's not even an American. And so many fools are entrusting this man with altering the dynamics of American democracy. The people who are supporting this need to have your heads examined. Let's look at this whole thing about about Doge. They said, consistent with what Trump has said, that they're going to put an end to fraud and waste. And a bunch of idiots went out and voted for the person who was put in charge of overseeing this, who we made president. Let me ask you this. This is what we need to think about and to consider. And let's just talk about this for a second. First of all, they promised to stop fraud and put an end to fraud and to exploit fraud. And so far, there has been no fraud that anybody can point to, because you can know this for sure. If there had been fraud, 47 would have exposed it. But no one has exposed any fraud. No one has been allegedly accused or been accused of alleged fraud. And no one has certainly been arrested for fraud in any of the government agencies. No one. And if I'm wrong, please send me a record of proof, and I will publicly apologize for getting it wrong. But as far as I know, to this date, no one has been accused of fraud. No one has been served to come to court to explain their fraudulent activity in the federal government. Now, let's move on to waste. We have this clown, South African, Elon Musk, who says he's going to uncover waste. Remember, no one ever said in 47's cabinet, no one has ever specified what waste they're going to discover. No one has said anything about an agenda for where they're going, for what they're going for, where they suspect waste is occurring. Nothing of the sort. All they said was, we're going to go after waste and fraud. No indication where they're going, who they're going after, how much they expect to recover, how much they expect to save, any of this. And more importantly, they never said anything about what they constituted to be. They never said what they constituted to be waste. And as a result of that, many of the people, Americans, not even black Americans, mostly white Americans, no one ever said what was going to be construed as waste. So you voted for 47 without knowing what was going to be construed as waste. And as a result, he never told all of you people that your jobs were going to be considered waste. Your jobs were considered waste. People who voted for 47 non-black people, white people, who voted for Trump believed that what they were voting for was that there is going to be an imposition imposed upon those who were not like you. It never crossed your mind, those of you who voted for 47, it never crossed your mind that that man considered you waste. You. So now many of you, like in the Treasury Department, 120 people lost their jobs. No one of those people ever calculated that they would roll up into the equation whereby they would be considered waste. No one asked what was constituted waste. No one was asked what would be considered fraud. No one specified where they would be going to eliminate this fraud. No one chose to examine where they would eliminate this quote unquote waste and where it would be, who it would be, and what would be constituted as waste. And now, as they say, you messed around and you started to find out. People that look like me, we're not in these categories of people. We're not there. And as much as we don't like it, that is happening to anybody, because we always know that if it happens to anybody that doesn't look like us, it can certainly happen to us. So what I would say is this battle that is going on right now is not a battle for us to be engaged in. People that look like me, we have gone through a lot, 50s, 60s, 70s, up to this point. And we are always prepared to defend our issues. But this right now, this fight right now is not a fight for black folks. It just isn't. Because even if all of us went all in, the outcome would not be what is desired or expected by any of us, whether we be black or white. But for all of our American brothers and sisters who are white, you need to understand this is your fight. Your fight. Not ours. Because we can't win it without you. And if it is going to be won, it is going to be because of you, not because of us. If we bow one more knee to anything, who knows how many of us will be wiped out with the people that are in office right now under 47. But all I'm saying is this. If nothing else resonated, the issues that will win the day will be won because of the Americans who are white, who believe in democracy and who believe in upholding the law of the land. It won't be us. This is something that we cannot win, because if we had been able to win it, we would have won it a long time ago. Just saying.